I have very, very good news. A sigil was shown to me. I handed the woman the eraser, and she erased it. This signifies the confirmation that it was indeed black magic. That is erased. It's totally erased now. That it, in gray, it was written, it's erased. It was a marking in time. This speaks of the energy that was siphoned from women, mostly blondes, strawberry blondes, who are playing in the gutter with their head in the gutter. Symbology of the gutter with the jail things. Like the movie It. What a horror story. The clown traces back to the Joker. The audition lights. And what happens in these scenarios with the masks is people getting plowed down, and it was a black magic thing, and it's over. So what's gonna happen now is don't be hyper vigilant. Don't chase that energy. It's gone. You're free. You're free. The bad guys are in jail. It's just, you gotta know that you're protected. That's how you enforce your own boundaries, just by knowing. It's a knowing. You gotta realize you're creating reality as you go along. Everything is energy. All the cells in your body, any illness, physical, mental, or emotional, is just cells in your body at war with each other. If you really look at your hand, it seems solid, but it's all energy. If you vibrate fast enough, you can walk through a wall. A bunch of very elderly people who are meditation masters can reach that level. It's a matter of vibrating faster. So if you follow frequency lines and learn to perceive your reality in terms of frequency, your whole reality will change, and you will be in the control seat, and you'll stop complaining, because you'll realize that whatever you complain, whatever frequency you emit of just like, okay, life, you're just going to get more of that frequency of like, okay, life. But if you just say, I get to live today, and be grateful, that little shift in frequency unfolds a whole new universe, because you changed. You have to change, not your environment. And sometimes it helps to change environment. It's like taking a toddler that's in a tantrum, just lift him up, plop him outside, and the tantrum stops because he's in a new environment. Because often the brain just takes your whole environment in with you. But it all starts from within. So as an adult, and if you're stuck somewhere, and you got to realize you're exactly where you're meant to be at any given time. It's to teach you your power of resonance. And if you stepped up as a chosen one, because we're all chosen, but few people step up, right? If you identify with light work or chosen one, it's your job to shine your light, not to pout energetically. I mean, you got to be real. You got to embrace the difficult emotions. But once you accept and embrace them, you're not pouting about it. That's the whole thing. If you're if you put your request in for the universe, I want this, and you don't get it, and you haven't received it, and so you just say okay, well, back to the grind. There's this kind of pouting energy that's preventing you from being in receiver energy. It's more of a letting go. You gotta let go, surrender, and just be okay, well, I wonder what God has in store to answer my request. And then just let it go and stop wondering about it. You gotta shift your focus on something else, but not something that lowers your frequency, something that keeps it elevated. And the universe will surprise you. If you program that in, that I get good surprises every day, you look for them, you get that confirmation, it creates a pattern. You have to create these new grooves in your brain for the wheels of your mind to turn through and drive through. If you've been stuck in your mind in an old rut for a long time, it's easy for those wheels to get caught in those old, hard, worn grooves, you know? So we want to spin the grooves faster. And to spin them faster, we can't go in the ones where the grooves themselves are like, you know, off. They're off track. You got to lay a whole new track in the mind and fortify it. You know, this is how my mind goes. It is looking for, what do I prefer? It's really simple. It's not difficult. People get lost because they make it more difficult than it is. It's just gravitate to what you prefer. What energetically, what's better? What gives you that feeling of expansion between this and that? Are there any other options? Okay, go there. And it's like a bartering game. What like old habit you're going to leave behind? Instead of thinking like that, I'm going to think like this. And you trade one thought for another. And you keep trading. And it's like that woman who traded a hair clip for a house. And that woman, she documented it on YouTube, trading a paper clip for a house. You know what she did with that house in the end? She donated it to a very troubled 19-year-old, I think, who had a real sob story. So her heart went out to her, but she didn't have the capability of taking care of the house. So it was a bit of a nightmare. and like a bit of like a weird ending to her story of that house. But it's incredible how you can trade a paper clip up for a house. And it's the same thing with your thoughts. Get your thoughts out of the gutter. That sigil was erased. That was black magic. Now there's going to be, like this has a huge domino effect. These ripple waves or tidal waves. So this spiritual war, there's going to be a whole lot of dark energies that lost their food source. So just don't be vigilant, but just know to always protect yourself. Don't engage. Don't put your energy there. Don't give a drop of your energy to any darkness. Yeah, sober free. The book of Jeremiah 51. Yahweh says, "Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against those who dwell in Lebkamai a destroying wind. I will send to Babylon strangers who will winnow her. They will empty her land, for in the day of trouble they will be against her all around. Against him who bends, let the archer bend his bow. Also against him who lifts himself up in his coat of mail. Don't spare her young men. Utterly destroy all of her army. They will fall down slain in the land of the Chaldeans and thrust through in her streets. For Israel is not forsaken, nor Judah by his God, by Yahweh of armies, though their land is full of guilt against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the middle of Babylon, everyone save his own life. Don't be cut off in her iniquity, for it is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render to her a recompense." I'm getting goosebumps all over, so I'll stop the reading there. Goosebumps, because this echoes, and I bibliomancy this very randomly. This is God's vengeance time. Don't take any vengeance of your own. It's very important that you forgive, to let go of the fear. If you have any fear in you at all, it's because you haven't forgiven Just forgive everyone yourself.